What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to make this video about Kevin Samuels because over the last couple of days, I have been thinking of doing this video. I did a live stream about Kevin Samuels, that situation, and going over the idiotic responses that a lot of these women and these males were doing on social media. I'll link it in the description box. But I want to talk about his impact because you know you've made an impact when you have a lot of people that don't like you, but you have even more that do. Looking at the fallout of Kevin Samuels passing, I've never seen anything like this. We've had people pass away, lose their life, right? That have never gotten the negative responses that Kevin Samuels got. You would think that this guy has for years done a lot of people dirty. But the biggest crime that Kevin Samuels has done is be honest and hold women accountable. Women who chose to go on his platform. He didn't make those women do it. He didn't bribe those women to do it. They chose to do it because women chase I'm gonna say negative, but they chase men and they chase energy that doesn't kiss up to them, doesn't bow down to them. That is a challenge. And they believe that by going on his show, they can get him to budge and change on things. And they were never really able to do that. Kevin Samuels did a lot in a short period of time. And the fact that his passing has been so polarizing for a lot of these people, particularly a lot of these women, from especially the melanated community, who have been an absolute disgrace. I'm seeing posts from certain people. I saw one in particular from Masika. I mean, y'all can go and check out what she had to say. She was basically talking about how he lived in an apartment, right? He's divorced. He was in his 50s. So what he has said about women shouldn't matter. But again, it was his opinion that those women chased. They chased his approval. They chased his opinion. They wanted to know how he felt about them in their life. And that's what women do. They chase men that don't want them. They're so used to that. But the fact that you see the reactions that are going on just shows you where we are. A black man wearing a suit was able to trigger a lot of these women due to the fact that these women see men like Kevin as the enemy. Because Kevin is everything that they hate in black men. Put together, intelligent, when they speak, thoughtful. They're not a stereotype. You can't really put them in a box, even though they tried to talk about his orientation. They've tried everything. Now, because he's no longer here, they want to say, well, none of the stuff matters because all this info is out. This info been out. And you want to talk about the fact that the guy lived in an apartment. I mean, a lot of successful men live in apartments. A lot of men, look at all those successful rich men in New York. They live in apartments. Trump lived in Trump Towers. You know, not every man that's rich is going to live in a mansion that they don't need, especially if they're the only ones that live in there. I think living in a mansion by yourself is the stupidest thing you could possibly do. You know, I think if you're living by yourself and you're a bachelor, there's nothing wrong with living in a nice apartment. I don't think he was living in the hood. But that's the small-minded nature of a lot of these Western women. They're so small-minded and they're so ignorant and they're so broken that they don't know logic and common sense. Kevin was very logical. Kevin had a lot of haters. He had people who do videos about him all the time, constantly. He would have people digging up information about him, all because he dared to wear a suit on video and call out the behaviors of these women. And again, I don't really care about what he wore. It matters not to me. I don't care. It matters not. What matters is that he wasn't a stereotypical ignorant male that these women were used to. They're used to ignorant males who they can control, that they can talk crap about, kick out of their house. But with Kevin Samuels, all they can talk about, well, look at his orientation. He's been divorced. He's a deadbeat dad, right? They will say all these different things about him. So I want people to understand that when you are a man that has a message, you're going to get a lot of hate and a lot of vitriol. But Kevin Samuels isn't the only one. There are other men who have been before him who have said these things. He just was able to grow extremely fast in a short amount of time. You see, what the pandemic did, it made people get online even more, tune into YouTube even more. And that's when Kevin was able to gain steam, because there was a lot more people on the platform looking for certain things, and they were on social media as well. So you're on World Star and the Shade Room and all those other places, these videos start to circulate. People go and search up this person, and whether they like him or hate him, they're going to subscribe to him, right? That's what we see that, you know, people love to hate other people, especially us as men, especially us as melanated men. We have constantly had a target on our back for a long time. People just don't like us. People want us destroyed. They do everything they can. That's why we have to be able to be ourselves and be able to work hard and find success despite that. If you think that women would prefer an ignorant guy over a successful guy who's educated, don't veer off from that path, because those women aren't made for you anyway. I think Kevin's message is going to be moved forward. Do you know how many men saw the ignorant reactions? And some women, I don't say some, but there are women too who have been speaking out. But there's a lot of men. There's a guy in particular that I follow, pro wrestler, right? He changed his profile pic to Kevin Samuels, and he posted about Kevin Samuels, and he posted about the reaction. He didn't like that. A lot of you hurt heifers have to understand that a lot of men saw what you posted. And trust me, it wasn't just melanated men that saw it. There were other races of men who were disgusted by your behavior. You took a major L over the last couple of days. You didn't take a win. You took a loss, because all you did was wake up and red pill a whole lot of men to the fact that a lot of you women are destroyed. You can't be saved. And a lot of you deserve to be single. You don't deserve to have a good man. You don't deserve to have a marriage. You're hurt. You're destroyed. And men woke up to that. Men woke up to that. Some of you women are with men right now. They're not going to tell you, but they were disgusted by your behavior as well. They were disgusted by you. So, a lot of you females are sleeping with men because you ain't got no boyfriend. A lot of you women are sleeping with men right now who are probably telling you what you want to hear. But as soon as they get bored with you, they're going to ghost you, because they know that you are a destroyed woman. There is no fixing you. You're done. It's a wrap. It's over. And they won't feel bad about it whatsoever, because they see your behavior and they say to themselves, look how she act. Why would I care? Why should I care about ghosting her? I got what I wanted. I would never wife her up. Why would I wife somebody like that up? A lot of you women don't know how bad you look getting on social media and being ignorant. You claim to be Christians. You claim to love the Lord and be spiritual, but you're dead inside. You don't have a soul. You worship the God of white feminism. That's the God you worship. And then you do have some of these weirdo pastors who are pro-abortion, right? They are speaking out, against men like Kevin Samuels. A lot of these males, listen, the modern day church is dead as well. The modern day church is a monument of failure, as one David Carroll once said. You see, us as men, I've been doing this since 2014, right? I think about retirement, man. I'm being real with y'all. I'm being real with you right now. I think about when it's time for me to retire from this, because I'm not somebody that's gonna just do this forever. I feel like I've done a lot, and I see a lot of other guys who have potential, who can push the message like what Kevin was doing forward. And the thing about Kevin is Kevin came at the right time. More people were getting on social media, and they were looking for relationships type videos, to fix their life type videos. And he was there for them. Whether they liked him or they hated him, he was there for them. And now he's no longer here. But what you now have is a new crop of men who have seen the reactions, and they have woken up. And they're going to be the next crop of men who are going to start to really get truly red pilled. Hopefully purely red pill, not, And they're going to be putting that truth out there too. There's nothing a lot of you heifers can do. It's over. It's been over, but it's over now. I mean, y'all really went out extremely sad the way that you acted. And the thing about a lot of you emotional females is that you don't understand that men are thinking ahead. Like myself, I play the long game. I'm not here to go back and forth with people. I'm not here to have short bursts of enthusiasm and glee about anything. I'm here to speak on my ideology and the things that I like, the topics I find interesting, and move forward. And that's what a lot of us need to do. We don't need to go out here and get emotional like these females. We need to be ourselves and be strong men. Push the message forward that we hold women accountable at every turn. They will not go a day without being accountable. And the more of us men hold them accountable, the more they're going to have to make one or two options. Either they understand where they are and make that change, or they continue to be who they are. See, I've accepted women as who they are. If a woman shows me that she's a certain type of person, that's all she's going to be. Unless she seeks to change. Women have to seek to change. If they don't seek to change and enlighten themselves, they will forever be in the dark. And they will forever be single. And they will forever be miserable. So, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm Jaye the Black. I appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you like, share, follow, and I'll see y'all on the next one.